Hello everybody and welcome back. I'm Count Christo and this is Black Ice once more with feeling. Let's do this thing. So, we got plenty of fuel right now. We're importing a bunch, I presume. We are training our main navy. Our subs took some hits. Let's take a look. How many subs did we lose against the Italians? We lost... I can't be right. We lost 100? Oh no, okay, how much those convoys. Okay, good. We lost 31 convoys, 31 submarines during our war with the Italians. That's not too bad. All in all, not too shabby. Mostly they will have been, hopefully, the older submarines. Of course, all our submarines are into war subs right now. You guys are now welcome to return home to Wilhelmshaven, please. Let's get the show on the road. It's been a few days since I last recorded, so give me time. Not quite sure what we're up to. Looks like we are doing the fate of Czechoslovakia right now, so that's cool. Got some men going to the border, which is thematically appropriate. Oh, you appear to have slightly too many men. You can only control 22. Fair enough. I don't think we need a front line on Italy anymore. Obviously, in the last episode, Italy fell, and we have relegated them into a puppet nation down here in the south, just so that we can keep their navy. If you full annex a nation, their navy, then their navy gets destroyed. But if you puppet it, then it remains under the control of the puppet. Where are you lot going? You're going to France. Fair enough. Which kind of makes sense if you think about it. I mean, like with Vichy France, at the armistice, the Germans said they weren't going to use the French Navy, and then when they tried to seize the French Navy, the French did scuttle it. So if they'd said to France, we're going to full annex you and like take control of your navy, then the French might have scuttled it. So I guess that's kind of one way of making sense of things. We are demanding increased Dutch trade. They are not yet ready to take the focus that will hopefully make that pay out. Currently it would pay out with 280 political power, which would be a really nice boost just before we go to war. I think I might just ask, like, which of these decisions do I have to do? It's probably this one. Or maybe not. I just want to do the decision that motorizes our last infantry division. We've only got one left. The 16th Infantry Division. Is one of these decisions called, like, motorize the 16th? That would be too easy, right? Doesn't look like it. Okay, well, we'll ignore them for now. Promotions and demotions. We can promote to FM 1390. What is that? Due to game mechanics, we have to promote generals earlier to field marshals. Else they will not command any army group. Okay, I can select this, which just promotes a whole load of people. Nah, I'm alright. Not concerned with that. So the planes can obviously stop flying. We now have some experienced fighters, which is useful. Let's just rally up all the planes to Berlin for now. We have quite a lot of fuel. I would like... Right, we're doing repairs. Stop that. We're not on repair focus, are we? No. We're not. That's fine. So, loads of construction now. Our economy is looking much healthier than it was, because obviously we've taken over vast swathes of the Italian economy. We also have some divisions from them. Good. You guys can fall under our garrison army. Roads. Be interesting if we want to launch attacks from there. Obviously, our direct control over roads and this place, which is historically very difficult to draw a front line on. So we may have to just do this to enable him to stay there. Where else? That's Britain, isn't it? Yeah. Colours. I don't know. The colours in this mod maybe question my sanity. Let's have these guys come down here. We need a bunch more port garrison units. Are our port garrison units actually up to snuff these days? Oh god, we have we need NATO symbols for this mod. Yeah, okay. No, our coastal artillery are definitely not up to snuff. So this is where we should spend some of our large amounts of army experience right now, I think. Engineers, I believe, help with digging. I think. Do they not? Normal engineers? Yeah, 7 entrenchment. So we'll put some engineers in. we'll probably want... Yeah, big, heavy guns seem good. We don't actually have any heavy artillery right now, but we should have some. That seems appropriate for port garrisons, right? It'll rank up, it'll make their soft attack significantly better than it would be. And they don't need to be fast, these divisions. So we're just going to go with that and then a bunch of infantry, I think. We'll probably keep them 20 width. We want them relatively small. Logistics departments don't really need. We should probably have field hospitals more or less everywhere. I don't think we have those in our main infantry yet. We should try and work towards that. So let's go with that for these for now. And we want... How many more do we need? We've got 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, realistically 17, 18, 19, it's not a port, is it? 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, and if we garrison these properly, 30. We need 30 divisions of these. That's quite a few. Yeah, we can't even train that many simultaneously right now. Let's reduce training on these infantry guys slightly. How many did I say? 30, I think? Just so we can actually get those guys queued. Nice, you guys can deploy down to Tuscany. I like the idea of having specialized coastal garrison units. I normally neglect to do that, but it's pretty much always a good idea. Recon, not really very important, I don't think, for these guys. The defense is plenty high. No one's going to have 200 on an attack. I'm surprised that combat engineers don't give even more entrenchment. It's interesting. So our main infantry divisions, yeah, we already have field hospitals in there. Good. Combat engineer companies. It's not much of an IC increase, and it gives that 10% attack in tough situations. So I think that's absolutely worth it. I'm probably going to give up on using the spreadsheet, by the way. It is like I kind of like the min-maxing of it, but it's not that fun to use. So I think we'll just try and eyeball it mostly. Putting support anti-tank in our infantry might not be the worst idea. These are just slow us down too much, I think. They are useful for attacking cities, but I think we're okay. I'm tempted to build a city attacking division, because the cities in Spain that we faced, even without large forts, they proved quite tough to get through. Obviously, Madrid did have a large fort. What's the decision it's flagging me about right now? Oh, it's time for some war propaganda. Weekly stability, weekly war support. No, that's not necessary. Air Force war games. I can't do military parades, I guess, because I've been at war. I'd rather do some naval war games, I think. So we will... I'll hold on for some naval stuff there. We are currently inventing a tank. No, we're not. Good. That means I think I'm going to put some army experience into our current Panzer II. Hello, Panzer II. Looking lovely today. Let's bump up this stuff. I want it to have really good reliability. I don't want these guys just falling apart because they're... we've put so much on them that they're not good enough, you know? So, what do we really want here? Some anti-air? It's really a very small increase. Not even 0.1. I think I'm just going to bump the main gun, probably. And we need to keep some in reserve. So I think we'll go with this. Just bump up the reliability. I don't want these things to break. And yeah, decommission the old version. Why is that not giving me... It automatically switched over? Did it? Or did I just decommission... Yeah, I just decommissioned the new one. Okay. There we go. Good. We should consider anti-air. I think at least support anti-air in every infantry division would be a good move. Yes. Does slow us... that's pretty serious slowdown. I think maybe we'll put it... Can you get motorized anti-air? Let's take a look here. This unlocks... no, I'm not seeing this heavy anti-air. Maybe we just try and dominate the skies rather than having good anti-air. We're going to struggle on rubber and stuff once the war breaks out if we're trying to dominate the skies. But, you know, we can try and build to get over that. Paramilitary training in Italy is not necessary. So remember, we now also have... Oh, what's this? The question of Czechoslovakia. Okay, it's finished. No, it hasn't finished. What? That's interesting. I demand full occupation. Absolutely. We're going to... I want to conquer this whole area. I need all your factories. I demand full occupation. And if they go to war with us right now... I mean, it wouldn't be good. Like, it wouldn't be part of the plan. But I think we'd probably be okay, honestly. With no west wall... No, we'd probably have problems here. I think that's a tankette. That little... That kind of... cross in a circle. Got the flamethrower teams. We'll look into whether we want to use those. I've been told that I do. I would also like signal companies in my extra reconnaissance here is nice. Ooh, one more entrenchment. I definitely want signal companies in my tanks. I don't think I need this. Ooh, this I probably want. 8% production efficiency cap does slow down mill construction speed, but that looks like that's well worth it to me. On the naval front, construction continues apace on our 4 capital class ships. It looks like one of them, of the Scharnhorst class battleships, has actually completed its construction. Let's take a look here. Oh, hello, fate to Czechoslovakia. I can petition. I can't just annex it all. Black eyes, but I want it all. I guess I'll just petition it with Hungary, and then kill Hungary. Uses them to reduce the cost of MIFO bills, but it doesn't really, does it? The only difference is minus 50 political power. I really don't want Slovakia. It would ruin the borders in this region, because I do intend to annex Hungary. So I'm going to spend 50 political power to petition it with Hungary. And they have now gone fascists. So now I'm going to kill Hungary. Yeah. Sorry, Hungary. We might want to look into focus trees first, because that may muck things up. I still want to befriend Japan, but we're not in no hurry for that. Should we set up the pact? We can't do Balkan dominance until we're at war with France. Yeah, I'm not really interested in aligning Hungary. What does this do? It's getting Hungary in case they're falling apart. Can align Romania. Maybe we don't need to do this. What does this event do? Because I was kind of hoping it's an event that's like, join me or die, but it doesn't look like that's what it is. Or maybe I could have done this to annex them. Why would you put the description not in English? I guess we do Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact, because I'd kind of like it to expire earlier. Let's do that, and then we might want to set up... And we can do solution for Danzig whenever we want. Let's do this, and meanwhile, let's move against Hungary. So in my headcanon, you know, continuing the excuses for this more rampant expansionist Germany that I'm creating, even more rampant expansionist than Hitler, which really should make me question my life choices. The reason we're going to go to war with Hungary is that we put pressure on Czechoslovakia, and the opportunistic Horthy just threw... Oh, okay, that was just... Okay. The opportunistic Horthy saw his opportunity and struck against us, seizing parts of Czechoslovakia as German panzers rolled into Prague. It's absolutely outrageous. Prague has only recently switched control as the resource extraction needs to be integrated into the supply lines. How interesting. That's fun. We do need submarine workshops so we can get basic submarine factories. We also need Weekly stability so we can get better laws. I also need fuel gain from refineries. In short, I need a lot of stuff. For now, I think I'm going to get stability because we're going to be changing a lot of laws in the future. We have another slot. Lower stability, more output again. Tempting, but I think not right now. Supply grace, that's pretty damn important, but we will get that closer to the war, I think. Don't need those right now. Housing just doesn't seem worth it to me. We might change our tune as time goes on, but for now, I really don't think it's worth it. Not time for more tanks unless I wanted to get some more panzers. So the question is, can we just survive until 41 on Panzer IIs? Or are these like crazy better? The answer is these are like crazy better. So yeah, I'm going to start researching these then. Cool. Free mills. A lot of free mills, of course, out of Czechoslovakia. And we got these flamethrowers. Right, I need to start building prime movers and heavy artillery. This is our heavy artillery. And that's a prime mover. Yeah. I like the name prime mover, by the way. It's very melodramatic. If you're not familiar with the term prime mover, it usually refers to God when talking about the theories of how the universe came to be. And there are some theories that say there needed to be a prime mover, something which began all movement, but was not itself moved. I like the idea of my trucks being prime movers in that sense. We will move all, but we will not ourselves be moved. It's very cool. Alright, oh god, using rubber. Yeah, that's a problem. Well, if we only need one for all the artillery of those, we probably only need one on this. Maybe a few more there. Up to 16 here. If it goes excessive, we can cut it down. We only need 200? Yeah, no, cut that down. Let's use 8. We'll obviously have to import some more rubber. We should start building, what's the term? Is it autarky? Autarky is the term that means like resource independence. We'll start building some towards autarky. Got too many uniforms, but not by much. Very short on guns right now. We probably need more on guns because we're building so many garrison units. So I will ramp up there a bit. Radios, they're coming along. What's our deficit like on radios? Don't see them. There they are. Oh, it's only 160 days. That's fine. It's fine. I think more plane production seems good. We've already got 20 factories on it, but I could do with 30. Seems good. All right, and now we need to import some more chromium, which we will do from Sweden. Keep it a bit historical, shall I? Just to appease some of you, those and such as those. So when is my justification ready? Now. Okay, good. Let's start justifying. Justifying for, appropriately, the border province. That was where I justified for, right? Yes, it was. Good. Justifying for this bit they stole from us. How dare you, Hungary. So continuing the, Are you this guy? Yeah, why aren't you all on this front? So continuing the theme of kind of coming up with excuses, we eventually decided to try and compromise with the Germans. Oh. They've actually... Wait, what? That must be a bug, right? The protection zone. That has to be a bug, right? I think it's a bug. And I'm just going to annex them. Because they're not a puppet of Hungary. And they're neutral. Yeah, I'm gonna annex them. Because we annexed all of them into ourselves. Sorry, it's TD bug in this game. We annexed all of them into ourselves. Yeah, don't understand that. Are there any factories here? There are some factories here. But didn't we own this land a second ago? Like, it's not like Hungary released part of them. That was our land. Okay, the Panzer II. No, thank you. Next. Do we want these ones? I don't think so. It looks like we're going down this tree. I think I'll stick with that. More breakthrough and enables command tanks. Seems pretty important. And yeah, trickle back also seems important. I'll start working on some of that. I hope that isn't just kind of flagrant cheating. I don't know. I mean, I know it is technically cheating. I use the console. But that was a bug I fixed, right? Not just a nation I annexed for free. I feel like it is. I will continue to put the squeeze on Yugoslavia. Alright, we're going to have the tanks here, obviously ready to rush into Nitra, and then looping around into Budapest, while a strong infantry offensive across the front crushes any attempts to resist. We can now do a military parade once again. Oh, cool. I still would rather have political power than naval war games, I think. Free dockyards, please and thank you. Could replenish our coastal raiders stuff. You should be able to see on logistics, by the way, like, I'm not sure how you'd express it. I guess you'd maybe somehow put it in here, but like, what's my sub production rate? How many subs am I producing per month? And then the same for cruisers. Even if it's like 0.1, it would just be nice information. You guys will go to the main reserve. We're building quite the fleet right now. I will say that. Do we want any destroyers? I'm thinking protecting my Baltic trade from the Soviets, because we're likely to control Sweden. But we can just make it go over land, and that wouldn't be a big problem. I suppose we might want destroyers to protect our African possessions, but realistically, without the focuses to develop stuff down here, we're probably just gonna, in fact, yeah, let's commit to that now. We're not gonna hold Liberia. There's basically no point. Liberia? I don't mean Liberia. I mean Libya. Yeah, I think there's essentially no purpose in holding this territory down here. Obviously, it allows you to push into Egypt and try and take the Suez, but I think we'll just do that from the other direction. Via Turkey, basically. Do I have a focus to align Turkey, by the way? Somewhere down here, maybe? A nation reborn. Use Swiss banks. Oh, that's cool. You can do a trade treaty with Switzerland. We gain 4 off-map military factories, but lose 8 steel. And then you can get some political power gain and consumer goods factory from using Swiss banks. Cool. I'm not seeing a aligned Turkey thing, so we may just have to go to war with them. But that's okay. So, with these new dockyards, are we producing too many cruisers, is what I'm thinking. I think the answer is just no, though. I think there's no number of glorious torpedo cruisers that would be too many. There's nothing here, I think, that I can upgrade just now, but I am going to do a quick check. I mean, we could obviously put more guns on. We've already got the right armor. Yeah, this is all how I want it. So just give me, like, a bunch more of these. Every time you get more dockyards, just throw them into those, and that'll do me just fine. I'm going to build a mighty cruiser force that will annihilate the British Navy. One thing we can do is do things like we'll raid here with submarines, which means the British will send destroyers to stop them, and then we'll just sally out with a cruiser force and annihilate their destroyers and then go back into port before their main force can actually respond at all. That's going to be a way we're going to absolutely destroy the British Navy. They have got a lot of ships, but honestly, I have the same number right now. I mean, a lot of mine are subs, but still. Current allied anger is 14. I don't think there's any more land I can get with my focus tree, really, before going to war with France. Yeah, I should probably garrison, like, both my borders with France, huh? If we're gonna be declaring war on people like Hungary. Let's change up that a bit. You guys just deploy here as soon as you're ready, and that would be lovely. Okay. I want to be able to queue up way more infantry so I can see what I'm short on, but that's okay. So we bypass Mobilize, mobilize. Mobilize the Reich, mobilize. I think setting up the Gestapo would be pretty good for the division recovery rate. I like how we can still prevent China even though they've capitulated. They have capitulated, right? Yeah. The communist China is still just holding out. Yunnan in the south. Interesting. What else could we do? So we've got the Enigma stuff. Oh, I should probably be getting this, shouldn't I? Yeah. Panzerkampfwagen 3E and FGH. Okay, I'm doing E. Let's switch off E. And instead do... maybe this. So that's an important industrial tech. And let's do these two focuses. Oh, sorry, these two focuses. Yeah. Good. Running out of fuel, but once we take Hungary, I think Romania will be next on the list. Romania might join the Allies, but as a monarchist, I'm not sure if they can. We'll see. Moscow does, of course, sign the pact, which means we now have a treaty with our new Bolshevik friends to the east. They've got interesting stuff. They've got the very heavy purge modifier. They've got officers purged. So yeah, their division organization is pretty low right now. France has meanwhile banned communism. I am thinking about the Soviets as my next campaign, by the way. And if this campaign goes as easily as my previous Germany BICE campaign, we'll be playing the Soviets on a high difficulty setting, which I think should make it extremely challenging. But we'll see. I've never fought the Soviets in Black Ice, so who knows? Who knows how things could go? So we should be training some panzer divisions. Let's put this on one line, and then as soon as some deploy, I'm going to start training some of these boys. We are indeed angered by Hungarian posturing. So do we want these flamethrower divisions? Ooh, they're pretty good. They give town, jungle, metropolis, forest, and fort attack. Yeah, those are really good. Begin immediate... What have I invented here? All right, the Czech panzers. Begin immediate construction of a bunch of flamethrowers. They're pretty cheap, which is what I like to see. Let's put 3 factories on them to start with, because I think I'm going to put them in all my infantry. We're upgrading our infantry recon equipment, which means even though we're way over the top in terms of production, I'm going to leave it fairly over the top. Wow, we're 5,000 up compared to when I last looked. We are not going to need basically any more... Well, no, we will need some more coastal artillery because of the French ports, but I'm going to cut down on that. That gives us a deficit of what? 800 days. Never mind. Have your factory back, my man. I'll get it somewhere else. I guess I will... Oh, I know. I'll just cut it off here. That's fine. Good. These are the Czech panzers. Don't want those. Nav bombers damaged. Let's put the fighters at the bottom. So that when there's just a few more damage than we have on carabiners, it goes on to the next one. It's not time for new infantry equipment, is it? That would be really annoying. It is. God damn it. Okay. Excuse my language. Let's switch off civilian works. Get me that new infantry equipment. It's July and we haven't invented them. That's really bad. We also need infantry anti-tank. Decryption is not very time sensitive. I need another one. Command tanks. Give me that infantry anti-tank. We're also... I'm not going to switch off this one, but we also need... Yeah, new infantry guns. And there's snipers somewhere. Ah, sniper teams are no longer a new equipment. I like that. Good. Okay, cool. Arm pause. Rock and roll. So we're stocking up on stuff. Civilian industry is still all being fruitfully deployed right now. The Kingdom of Romania cedes Bessarabia. I might see that as a violation of Romania's duties to me, and therefore a cause for war. We're going to build less dockyards. I think we have enough dockyards, honestly. With 37, we're kicking out ships at a pretty good click. We've got more than England. And we're going to seize the French Navy, which is going to be superb. I think we're going to build... What's our aluminium situation like right now? We're importing a lot? No, we produce a lot of local aluminium. I'm going to build a bunch of refineries next, I think. They're really expensive, but they're also so very important. Obviously, our fuel situation becomes desperate once we actually field our air force. And we can't really have that. So you should be automatically reinforcing. What is that? Crab submarine? You a coastal sub? No, you just have the wrong symbol. Okay, we'll just have one less of these in that one. That's fine. You shouldn't have that many subs. There we go. All these guys should be automatically reinforcing. Why are none of these guys automatic reinforce? Must have mucked something up during the Italian campaign. There we go. Bunch of wolf packs. And we got room for one more. Just what I like to see. There we go. Auto reinforce. Good. Sorted. You guys can stay merged up. Okay, coastal subs is what you guys are, isn't it? Yeah. Maybe that small submarine. Oh yeah, these small submarines are coastal subs, I think. You a coastal sub? How do I see? What are you, my man? Improved submarine hull. I don't think it is. I don't think it's a submarine. Can you refit a hull? I mean, I think you can't in game, but how would you refit a hull? Surely at a certain point, it's like a brain transplant, right? People think like, oh, you know, if you give someone a brain transplant, that could heal them of stuff. It's like, no. You murder them if you give them a brain transplant. So we could go to reserve army. Gives me that 8% output boost. It's not going to be... Well, we are going to have war with Hungary. But Hungary, I mean, come on now. Yeah, it's 22 divisions. I'm going to demobilize. We're still on volunteer only. Yeah. We know we'll have to remobilize later. But that's not a big deal. We can do that. Now, we're almost at the point... We need another military high command. But we're almost at the point where... We might even go to extra civilian fuel again. We're almost at the point where we might want to begin stockpiling political power, because obviously there's a lot of laws we want to change in time for the war ending. Sorry, the war starting. There's our disometric surface radar. Hell yes. We're only 0.4 years ahead of time on a bunch of these things. We're going to need to have a lot of research done rapidly once that happens. Improved fire control system, absolutely. That's a critical priority. Let's get on that. I will make a new model of this with the implementation of radar. It improves their anti-air. It's not a massive cost increase. Save it up. Does, of course, make all of these guys outdated. So those of you that... no, you need a name. Don't be absurd. You are a 1930 cruiser Raider class MK2. Good, and I'm going to switch these over in between episodes. So, thank you ever so very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, hit the like button. It helps out a great deal, and I'll see you in the next one where we will go to war with Hungary, seize a bit more of our rightful territory, that is to say Europe, and keep barreling on the road to war. Allied anger pretty high. It's possible that our declaration on Romania will cause a conflict with the Allies. I sincerely hope it won't. France is not mobilized, I believe. They are actually at limited mobilization already, so we need to be careful. We need to at least match that if we're in any possibility of going to war with them. So, I'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.